Hello and welcome everybody to One Piece D&D before Roger. Here the finale, and I am sad to bring this to you. It's gonna be behind this blank screen because what happened was the audio got fucked up. And I may post it later, but I've been so down in the dumps about it. I didn't even want to post anything to end off the series, but it brought me so much passion, so much love for the game of D&D that I have to give you guys the ending. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you an episode of summarizing the ending and letting you guys know of what project will be coming up after this. So there's gonna be a music that, yeah, I had something make it, but that's fine. There's gonna be music after this, but make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Oh, and and hey, there's a Patreon link down there. Make sure to go down there and click it. It if you really want to support us. And hey, if you want a cool fucking anime waifu t-shirt with big titties or a nice ass, it's down in the description down below as well. I'm gonna go ahead and take a breather here. Probably change tone here in a second. Make sure my Discord's muted, and we're gonna dive right into the story of what happened the last episode of One Piece D&D. Last time on One Piece D&D before Roger. The crew stood up against a mighty demon, well, the person who ate the devil fruit, who brought them to a dimension outside of the normal universe. Yes, at this time, they were prepared to fight as many of these bosses as this devil fruit who has prepared Tyr, Mori, Malik, Iris, and Crane, all ready for the final fight of the campaign. The first boss appeared, and it seemed not that harmless at first. It looked like just a Russian marionette doll. Or Mashik. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mori took a huge swing, unlocking its first potential in the first stage. And you say, oh, and it came to Malik, who doppelganged himself so much and had a massive output against the doll. And boom. The first fight was over. Matter of seconds. And this doll's damage output gave them quite a fight, but it did cause them to come out damaged and bruised. And then next, they fought the Dreamer, who was snoring on the battlefield, but fired a massive laser beam towards them, dealing massive amounts of damage. You can see it melting body parts off of each crew member. And at this time, Malik was struggling, and then and here went ahead after the second dimension was called that made them heavier, and then the third dimension that made everything that they did basically a one shot. And boom, the other dimension. Now Tyr called upon his awakening of his devil fruit. The judge sat before him, gave him the options, showed the lives of everybody of his crew. If the crew didn't exist, Iris would probably still be on the traveling zoo. Malik would probably be dead, in real honesty, due to the fact that he was resurrected. And Crane would be just still genetically modifying and going against the Marines. And there was also Mori, who'd still be working for the Devil's Garden. And, well, the Devil's Garden wouldn't exist, actually, in this timeline. So he'd just be off trying to become one of the strongest pirates he could. Tyr himself would probably have joined the Marines. And then the other option, and the first option was Tyr going back in time and sealing the devil fruit, so the time frame can remain intact for actual One Piece canon. But the option the team chose was seal the devil raced person inside of Malik, which was the option, which would have sealed Malik away. However, Brain, using his big brain, and released his Roselia from inside of Malik, making that them two separate entities once again. For the first time, actually. And then Tyr was able to seal the last remaining soul, the last remaining part of the devil fruit, sealing the whole fruit away for a time being. And the crew went on to grow happy lives here. Iris traveled the world before settling down and becoming the new owner and heir of the traveling zoo, actually abolishing all the no things. No more or whorehouse, brothel, or assassination. It's just a way for people to meet and actually get used to minks and fishmen. Then we have Mori, who went to Wano. Oh, because he knew, he had a feeling that there was a beast stronger than him that would lay waste there someday. And he had an epic fight with Kaido, which ended up with him being scarred, bruised. But in the end, he sat tall with a smile on his face. And he said, "I'm the one that rules Wano now." We cut to Malik, who is now a traveling doctor, traveling the world trying to find a peaceful place, as they're no longer hated, as the government has effectively changed, as is no longer under the Celestial Dragon's control with the help of the Devil's Garden. And no, it seems that the government has changed quite a bit. And then we go all Crane and meet their pet hermit crab. With two devil fruits that he's genetically engineered with. And the Crane and Meat traveled the world. The Crane being basically the genetic engineer of Meat, taking him traveling across the world, inventing and causing whole lots of catastrophe, but also fixing a whole lot of world problems as well, while trying to still get laid. Crane is. And finally, we went through Malik, we went through Iris, we went through Mori, and Crane. Finally, we get to Tyr, who used his strength and power after losing basically his devil fruit. Basically, him and Malik lost his devil fruit at this time. Fought their way up the chain of power in the Marines, took over, and he abolished the old system, abolished the Celestial Dragons. He literally murdered each and every Celestial Dragon in this timeline, and became the Fleet Admiral. He is the one that rules the Marines. It's the Navy in this universe, causing a drastic change in this universe, which we'll probably look into in the future series, not the next series, but the future series of One Piece D&D, which will be One Piece D&D Bounty Hunters. But a massive announcement for my Twitch channel that's coming up next here, and stay tuned. It's going to be a big reveal with a big song at the end here. I do apologize that this could have been a full-length D&D episode, but had to be cut down to a 7-minute story explainer, and I do apologize. Alright, I want to reveal at the end of this episode, as I did say, One Piece D&D Bounty Hunters probably sometime in the future. Don't know when, don't know what the cast will be. Hopefully I can get to the same cast, but I can't guarantee what happens in a few years or when it happens. But you guys are probably curious. It is an anime-based TTRPG, I would say. It's kind of based on D&D, but not really. It's using basically 5e as a system, so it's basically D&D, but not really. We're doing My Hero America, which I had this idea brewing in my head for quite some time. There's some characters, there's a lot of shit going on, and basically I have an explainer here. In a shining city of Iron Vale, power was never meant for the people. It was stolen, caged, and sold to the highest bidder. Now the world teeters between rebellion and ruin. Welcome to My Hero America, a thrilling new TTRPG experience where you'll forge your own legend, a society that fears your very existence. Stand with the loosened embers, challenge the corrupted giants of her hero's peace, and ignite a revolution that could either save or destroy the future. Your quirk is your spark. How far will you let it burn? Now, this excites me very much as I've been literally diving into the My Hero lore. I've been finishing up the seasons. It's, even though I think season 5 is a drag of My Hero, I finished it up on season 6. I'm actually pretty hyped for this season now. Oh, and yeah, coming July 6th up to my Twitch channel at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/SwiftySagas. Come and enjoy. Twitch link down in the description down below. But yeah, finally, let me hit you out with the banger here.
They called us monsters. Then they made us soldiers. Now we burn down the walls they built. Woke up in chains with the stars in my veins. Tested and tortured, they weapon my pain. Born with a spark, now I'm lit like a flame. They gave us a number, we gave it a name. Raised in the outer ring, dirty and broke, where angels fall and the demons provoke. Cracks in the pavement, hearts full of smoke. We're the ones that the system chose. Can't cage what you fear, can't bury the truth. They trained us like dogs, now we're breaking the news. Heroes in name, but we're villains in suits. So we rise from the ash like a prophecy loose. Somewhere, the city bleeds and we bleed with it. But power don't mean peace, does it? So we fight, not for glory, not for fame. We fight just to live with our name. More. No peace for heroes. When justice wears a mask. We were born from zero. Now we take the power back. Chains can't hold us. The stars chose us. In the fire we rise from dust. No peace for heroes. Only war for us. Inner ring blind with the cameras on spin, preaching about order while drowning in sin. Middle ring quiet, just trying to fit in, but we saw the labs where the nightmare begins. Heroes, peace, man, it's all just a show. Pretty young faces with blood on the low. Gangs in the alleys and cults in the glow, while we train in the dark for the day we explode. This ain't your anime dream of survival. Court-born rebels with vengeance is vital. No chosen one, just rivals and rifles, writing our legend like burning a Bible. We ain't saviors, we're scars. We ain't peacekeepers, we're stars. You made us, now try to stop us. Longer, no peace for heroes. Let the world know our pain. We were shadow zero. Now we tear down your chains. Truth ignites us, no God's done us. In the chaos we find our trust. No peace for heroes, just war and us. If peace means silence, then we choose the storm.